2 in Group A. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, this is going to be Team Laos going up against Malaysia, with Team Laos on the blue side and Team Malaysia on the red side.
All right, the Land of Dawn, we return once again to witness the battle between these two teams. Correct me if I am wrong, but Malaysia should only need to win one game to actually qualify for the semifinals, right?
Exactly. They only need one game to qualify into the semifinals, and regardless of them winning or tying the series against Laos, they are pretty much guaranteed into the semifinals. So I'm looking forward to see it happen as of now, but it is going to be happening as well, because here comes the hook from Zorn to try and isolate the fight against Nano Ship. Can they capitalize the situation? Harassment is there, but it's not going to be enough. Formace, however, in a little bit of trouble, as he's going to be forced to sprint away into safety and risk being eliminated from the first bloods.
Yeah, just a little bit unfortunate for Team Malaysia. Chiku could have actually followed up onto that hook on Nano Ship, but he ended up not being able to jump over the wall with shield unity, which meant that they weren't able to follow up on that kill.
Yep, I definitely agree. Meanwhile, this is actually happening. We can see that Viston is going to be farming very, very efficiently. Zorn looking for the invades on towards the reset. Unfortunately, doesn't seem to happen, but he will get the focus on towards Nano Ship again. And this time, he's not going to be able to escape this, considering the initial sprint has been used again. And Zorn doing a fantastic job. And now, as you can see, Lexi has been using the heavy spin for now, but Chiku doesn't really care.
Yeah, Chiku is very strong right now. Iron Hook gonna find him again. No bloody hunt though. So Team Malaysia not gonna follow up on that.
Yep, seems like Malaysia is going to have a very, very decent lead as of yet. Rather early to the game, considering the first blood they've gotten, especially in the hands of Chiku, the jungler from the side of Team Malaysia.
Yeah, speaking of the jungler on the side of Team Malaysia, Chiku already on top of the turtle. And Formace gonna be delaying Jasmine. Actually, might get taken out here. They do take the turtle. Formace able to juke away from the Paquito. And that means that Jasmine is now the one completely out of position. Free kill going over to Chiku.
Yep, there's nothing he could have done in the situation. Laos, however, going to be get a full blading on the top side. And Lexi is going to be bursted down, as Momo as well as Zorn is going to be enough to chunk his way through. Beautiful stuff coming from Team Malaysia as they continue to pull the lead in terms of economy. Meanwhile, mid lane, Moon uncontested so far. But before that, let's take a look at a quick itemization as well. Very, very quick Molten Essence up on the Masha as well as Chiku on that Baxia.
You can see that Chiku is already farming up quite quickly. Momo as well, already hitting that 2k net worth mark pretty early on into the game. Laos so far has not been doing a very good job of avoiding this early game aggression from Malaysia. And honestly, it's hard to blame them when you have both the Baxia and the Franco just constantly invading your jungle.
Yeah, look at the aggression coming from Team Malaysia. They want to close up as quickly as they can. It is getting late both in Vietnam as well as in Malaysia. But look at this, the big catch coming from Wu as well. Chiku will be on the receiving end on the sides as he picks him off. And that's going to be another kill in the hands of Momo as Team Malaysia gets a very early 2k lead. And just like that, Zorn will be forced to sacrifice his life. But for the greater cause, Team Malaysia is going to come up on top.
Yeah, but he really didn't need to do that. He was just flexing on Laos. They're flickering forward, trying to get the hook onto Nano Ship in the bush, knowing that he wasn't able to get it and already recognizing that, whoops, well, I'm dead. And he just doesn't care.
Yep, I definitely agree. Meanwhile, Team Malaysia, you see this as well. Moon gets a nice combo onto his Lexi, but it is not going to be enough damage. They need the rest of the team. Nano Ship, however, a little bit of awkward position. Gas hooked back, gas chain CC. There's nothing this Popo Gobo can do in out of the situation.
Zorn actually ends up poking him out of the windstorm there, but it doesn't matter because Malaysia is just completely running away with this game. Jack gonna get chased down by Formace now. Jasmine trying to save him, but it's not enough.
Wow.
Iron Hook lands on the Paquito as well, right into the bloody hunt. Malaysia is just absolutely dumpstering Laos in this early game.
Yeah, that was a pretty cheese threat, but you know, as long as the hook lands, all is well. And oh, he actually stole. Oh my goodness, Zorn, he actually sold the minion. Oh my goodness, that is That is not what you're looking for onto a Team Laos, and oh, I feel so bad. That is just a slow and painful torture at this stage of the game.
For those of you who may not be aware, Zorn here in Malaysia is referred to as the king of emotes. I don't think I need to explain why that is the case. And right now, Team Malaysia are just working on destroying Laos's mental state by just constantly taunting in their faces. Jack's in a lot of trouble now.
Zorn holding in with the ultimate as well. They are going to go for the receive again. Nice stun coming from Momo. JVCK making the run. The hook comes in from Zorn. Not going to be able to connect, but Team Laos, they are going to go for the disengage. Chiku says the Toys Person is available. Do they want to overextend? But seeing how low Moon is, they don't want to risk it. So that's going to be the reset coming in. Team Malaysia will settle with the tier 1 instead, as Momo will slowly chip away, as Team Laos will concede the top side of the lane.
Yep, Malaysia is just completely overrunning the map right now. They have full map control, just roaming around with Chiku and Zorn to secure kills. And then we can see that the rest of the team is doing a good job of holding their lanes as well. Right now, the tower count is 1-1, but Malaysia are 4K ahead in terms of network.
Agreed. Seems like Chiku is going to be rotating his way through to prioritize on his buffs, while the rest of Team Laos is going to be getting for lane control. However, Nano Shiv, again, getting caught out with the combos from Moon is going to force him to recall back into his base. And that is not looking good for him. However, Zorn looking for the flicker plays as well, but doesn't seem to connect. Tried to style himself. Unfortunately, not going to happen. You can even see a little bit of celebrity, I would say, slap from Moon, saying that, hey, you're messing around too much, Zorn.
You can literally see him smiling on the player cam here. Viston being forced to flicker forward as now Formaze gets cut out by Koopa, but the knockout on Nanoship, chunking out a lot of HP. This is a 4v2 situation, and Laos needs to back off, but Zorn gets the iron hook into the bloody hunt. The rest of Team Malaysia not even gonna follow up because they know that that's a guaranteed kill.
Oh, Zorn just doing a fantastic job in that situation, and on top of it, you can see they are going to go for the fight. The rest of Team Laos going for the heavy spin to zone the fight, and Team Malaysia fully disengaged. They don't really lose out too much in this trade at all. All they got to do is just continue to farm, and eventually Team Laos is not going to do too much.
Well, I feel like we're already in a position where Team Laos can't really do too much. They do find out Chiku, but he's fine. Gets the hook onto Jasmine, and he gets the double knockout strike, but he doesn't survive for long. Another kill going over to Moon. Meanwhile, Formaze already in the back line as the Windstorm gonna pick up yet another double kill going over to Moon. They even get the bloody hunt to keep Formaze alive. A 4-for-0 trade.
Oh, that was a beautiful catch coming from Moon as well. Using Formaze as a distraction. Everyone from Team Laos was focusing on him, but while they were focusing on Formaze, Moon was secretly looking for the right angles to get that big wombo combo, and that is just beautiful stuff coming from Team Malaysia.
We are only 8 minutes into the game, and Malaysia is already 13 kills to 1. And 8k net worth lead. We can just see in terms of items, in terms of farm, they are way ahead. And this is going to be a very difficult deficit for Laos to come back from. They need to buy as much time as possible for Piston and Nanochi.
Agreed. Meanwhile, as they are going to be playing a little bit slow, Formaze does have a decent amount of items. Both Sky Garden, Oven, and Brute Force Press Plate available for him. He is going to go for the standard builds rather than the Force Buy of Sky Garden Helmet for a little bit more of a utilitarian playstyle. Team Malaysia looks like they are going to force the issue, and guess what? That is going to be Nanoship being picked up, and Team Malaysia immediately gets a freebie.
Zorn is just playing at maximum output right now. I don't know if his hooks have been more accurate or the members of Team Laos just haven't been able to avoid it as well as other teams. But it is proving to be a huge problem. Malaysia are now just running away with this game, constantly pushing up the lanes. We can see they're even focusing on objectives as well. Chiku on top of the Lord.
Yep. Zorn now going to be going for a bait as well, trying to force reactions coming from Team Laos. And Team Laos looks like they can't exactly do too much. Zorn is just standing there saying hello to their fellow compadres, as Team Laos is not going to be able to do too much in this situation.
Yeah, they just get the tower for free and they walk away. Formaze using Thunderclamp on too easy for Lexi, forcing out the heavy spin to get away. And now they're getting another Windstorm, nearly taking a Nanoship, but Iron Hook gonna find the Paquito mega kill. They find the kill onto Piston as well in the back line.
Yep, and as of now, here comes the hook as well. Lexi doesn't have the heavy spin, might actually die, but Moon will not be able to chain stun in time as his skills was on cooldown. So that's going to be Team Malaysia coming on top with 10k net worth advantage, but as soon as it is out of cooldown, he gets another pick, and that is going to be Jack is going to be taken out. Now the heavy spin does come in from the side. Lexi trying to get a freebie onto his 4 maze. He is going to die, but Team Malaysia will get the inhibitor for the expense of his 4 maze's life.
And 4 maze sacrificing himself for the inhibitor tower there is definitely worth it. Another iron hook. Bloody hunt on too easy for Lexi. They don't have enough. No, they do have enough damage. Momo gets the kill. Jasmine now in trouble. Going to be able to dash over the wall. But another hook flickering backwards, forcing the flicker out of Jasmine as well. Zorn is just having the time of his life.
I've never seen so many hooks consistently time and time again coming in from Team Malaysia. The confidence coming from them is just unreal. But before that, let's take a look at the items real quick coming from all the teams so far. Seems like we are going to be expecting a potential War Axe or Queen Wing purchase up on 4 maze. Whereas from Franco as well, Zorn looking to go for a potential Thunderbelt, I guess.
Most of Team Malaysia is already completing their 3rd or 4th item, and Laos are only on their 2nd. They are so far behind. The Lord will be quite easily cleared up, but Malaysia wants the inhibitor towers. They're going to be able to take the bottom one. 4 maze just trying to push up the lane up top side. Zorn out of position here, but Windstorm doing massive damage to Nanoship, and Jasmine torn apart memory will secure the kill onto the Harley, as now Malaysia are just breathing down the crystal. They are going for it. They don't care that you're ending the game in perhaps the quickest game here in the 31st SEA Games.
Yeah, this is the fastest. Final match of the SEA Games. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the final match of today's game number 1. And this is going to be game 2 between Team Laos going up against Malaysia.
All right, the Land of Dawn, we'll be returning to it for the very last time on day number 1. Will Laos be able to finally secure a single victory in the SEA Games, or will they be unfortunately eliminated before they are able to do so?
And of course, seeing how this is actually happening as well, you can see that they are just trading 50-50s as well. Moon going for a little bit of roll swap, and like you said as well, he is going to be playing on the robo position. He's getting a little bit aggressive. Seems like he is going to go in for the fight against XO Soul. And just like that, Team Malaysia, they are going to be able to come out on top as well. Moon going for a little bit of harassment, but he just completely outmaneuvers everyone from Laos and just gets out scot-free.
Now, this is going to be a mid lane show. A mid lane fighter is not very common nowadays, especially in the current meta, but we have seen it before here in our local MPL, something that teams do try out. And well, Team Malaysia here, normally known as Kodak in the local scene, are definitely known for playing some pretty weird ideas.
Well, I don't know how weird it is going to go, but as of now, Team Malaysia doing pretty okay against the Kimi composition from Biston. And surprise enough, it's something that is easily dealt with back in the days where Blade Armor was an amazing way to deal with the Kimi, who is known to be playing on the physical role, but on the Metro, it's going to be completely different. Meanwhile, they do have Link to worry about, and I feel like Team Malaysia, they don't, besides the Cho that can deal with the Link, no one else has a very, very good solid chance. It's all up to Moon going for the setup, and the moment Moon hits those level 4 with the Wave of the Dragon, this is where we are going to be expecting him to try and mark Lexi as much as he can. Meanwhile, from Laos' perspective, it's all about Lexi trying to steal the objective. It looks like they are going to try and force the turtle fight.
Yeah, right now we can see 3 members of Laos trying to force the turtle pit. Jig already on top of it, going to be able to secure it with the retribution. Real one manipulation dropped down a little bit too slow as Moon gets the knockup to stop the ultimate. Now Jack in a lot of trouble, circling Eagle on top of the Grok, gonna allow the rest of the team to follow up on it, and they're right on top of the purple pit. Draconic Force gonna be doing a lot of damage into the back line. Jasmine jumping straight in, but gets kicked away by Moon, making sure that he cannot follow up on the rest of Team Malaysia.
Yep. Despite the clump coming from Team Malaysia, they are able to capitalize on the utilities as well, steal away objectives away from Team Laos. That puts them in a very, very favorable economy. And Chiku going to be playing on the marksman. He's actually, you know, winning his matchup against the Kimi, which is no surprises considering that the range that he has being use is going to be the sniper role for him, as contrast to the Kimi is going to be going for the Biu gun.
You can see in terms of the items so far, Malaysia are ahead, about a 1k net worth lead so far in their lanes, which means that their items are going to be coming online very soon. Chiku especially is quite close to completing his Blade of Despair, currently the richest player on the map.
Yep. And at the same time, seeing how this is actually happening as well. Great catch coming for Maze, but doesn't want to continue with the wide record. But it seems like he will. Jasper Bin taking a little bit too much damage. But at the same time, Lexin revealing himself onto the jungle crab means that he doesn't want to go super crazy. But Team Malaysia, they are going to try and mirror this edge up for Maze. However, make a red for it as well, as the turret is going to finish him off as well. Soul is going to catch him off guard, and that is going to be for Maze's life sacrifice just like that. Meanwhile, they do trade on 1-for-1 down bottom with Viston getting completely dived on top of it all, getting the tier 1 from side Team Malaysia.
That was really close though. Team Malaysia actually just barely got the first blood onto Viston right before Maze died. So the fact that he was able to buy enough time to survive a little bit longer is going to give a slight goal lead to Malaysia. They already have a 2k net worth difference.
Yep. And as of yet, let's take a look at how it all happened as well. It looks like they are going to go for the invades as well. The wall charge comes in from Jack. It's not going to be enough, but we will trade off Moy's life. Ajik, however, trying his best to survive his way through on the Karina. Almost gets the kill. It was Lexi. Unfortunately, not going to do so. Formace won't go in for the dive with the execute. So that's going to have him a little bit more on the fight. White Little Requiem coming for Formace. Gets hit the double to sync with Royal Dragon, but the Kimi is going to be there to finish off. Chiku going for the pump as well. Hit completely shuts him off now. Great flicker Chiku from Moon. To going for the setup, but Chiku can't seem to find the angle and the mobility to finish him off. Oh, so close yet so far. But Malaysia still comes up on top.
All things considered though, that is a pretty even trade from both teams, trading out quite a few members. If Chiku was able to get that final Nibiru's basket, that would have put Team Malaysia way ahead. So it's quite lucky for Team Laos that he wasn't able to get that range. Right now though, they are still comfortably in the lead.
Yep. And as of now, let's take a look at how it happens. Well, Formace does have to concentrate the energy, so we are going to be seeing a little bit more sustains coming from Gunaware. Meanwhile, Team Laos, are they going to force the fight? Because Malaysia is currently 3k economy, and Ajik is going to be starting off on the turtle pit, whereas Team Laos is struggling to get pickoffs after pickoffs.
Laos needs to get a very solid initiation if they want to contest this, but they're not going to do so. Ajik gets that turtle for free. Circling Eagle being used by Moy gets negated by the passive from Grok, but it does not really matter for Team Malaysia. They're just gonna slowly grow their lead by constantly taking objectives.
Yep, they're forcing reactions non-stop. It seems like that's gonna be the case as well, but here comes Real Manipulation to secure the Protoball. Do they even get it? It seems like Team Laos, they are gonna lose off the trade. Ajik, however, is gonna go crazy with the Karina. He gets a kill on those Grok. He's looking for more. However, he will eventually get chipped away with Kimi slowly poking his life, and now Jasmine goes in for the Demonic Forest as he tries to chunk them all out, but Malaysia is not too afraid about this mage. Chiku making words here too, but Formace from behind takes out on Viston.
Formace is going to be quite a threat here. This Guinevere is already 4-2. Gets the knock up into the Violet Requiem. Gonna get purified though. And that's gonna put Formace in a bit of an awkward spot. Moy jumps into the backline to get the free kill onto Soul. Gonna be able to walk away while Moon secures the mid-tier 1.
Oh, the aggression from Formace is just unreal. He's just so confident in the situation. Meanwhile, Jasmine not exactly sure what he's thinking as well, because it's all by himself, and Team Malaysia, they are gonna corner in like a rat as he slowly makes a run for it. Unfortunately, doesn't be able to do anything as Chiku just completely auto-attacks his way into that kill.
Now, not going to be able to kite away from 3 members of Team Malaysia. Formace is now continuing his aggression against Viston. Stuck inside the real one manipulation, now forced to use the Violet Requiem, but it's not going to be enough. Soul picks up on that kill, but Malaysia trades it for the top tier 1.
Yep, now Woon gonna make a fade as well. He's got the triple chip window. He was looking for Lexi. He gets it, falls down, but unfortunately hits the wrong angle. It's gonna take a little bit too much damage, but Malaysia getting very feisty in that play. But if he hits that the Way of the Dragon in the right angles, possibly they could have gotten the kill. But you can see Lexi is feeling very, very threatened from inside Team Laos of this place.
Yeah, even though Malaysia are still just kind of having fun with it and trying things out. They are still ahead. They're now going in again with the circling eagle. Moi kind of stuck out of position, getting chunked out by Biston, but the Kimmy doesn't have enough damage just yet. Formaze jumps in, gonna get caught out by the demonic force. I don't think he's gonna survive for long. Violet Requiem just to do whatever damage he can as the demonic force picks him off. However, Chiku gonna get the kill onto Soul, picks off the Eve. They find the double kill on Ajik onto the Phobius as well. Jack trying to stop them with the wall, but that's not going to do very much against Team Malaysia right now.
Yeah, Team Malaysia looking to close out the games as quickly as they can, as Team Malaysia doing a fantastic job in this situation. Now it's all up to Team Laos with Jack as well as Lexi looking to try and clear out the mains, but unfortunately to say it's going to be very difficult to do so, as Malaysia does have a little bit more in terms of economy as well as the combos to actually chain stun their way through. And as you can see, Moon opening up the maps while that's actually happening. RG is just focusing on the Lord, and it's going to be left untouched, and as Malaysia will secure it in the bags.
Chiku now having completed his Malefic Roar, going to be able to chunk out even Jack quite easily. And Laos already forced into their best very early on into this game. Only 9 minutes in, Malaysia already have an 8k gold lead. And they're just playing around with Laos at this point.
Yeah, I guess I can see where they're happening as well, because, you know, it makes a lot of sense, but at the same time, Moon looking for the Jikundo once again. He's still holding onto his flicker, but at the same time, he does have a little bit more. But yeah, the damage coming from Team Malaysia is just starting to scale off. The Winter Truncate coming from Ajik is going to be looking for the bait as well. The Lord is way momentarily stalled off in the mid lane, but Team Malaysia, they're going to force the fight as well. Real Lunacy comes in to try and pick onto his Moon, but no follow-up whatsoever, as Team Malaysia will slowly find an opportunity as they are going to be focusing on the objectives. But look at this, Jasmine, he's going to get caught out. Here he comes. The Circular Eagle immediately catches him off guard. And that's going to be Ajik taking the kill on towards the Phobius.
Yeah, and now Team Malaysia, they're just pushing straight in. They know they have the advantage. The wall from Jack going to try and stop the minion wave for just a little bit longer. But the Way of the Dragon going to be able to find the Grok from the backline. Massive damage from Chiku as Ajik gets the mega kill onto the Grok. Formaze now on top of 2EZ for Lexi. Instantly dead to the Guinevere before Circling Eagle can even complete. Ajik getting the double, the triple kill in the backline, even surviving thanks to the Winter Trunkian. And now Chiku will be able to whittle down the crystal, and that is going to be it for Team Malaysia, securing the 2-0 victory against